Welcome into the Tri-Oval office. It's been a while since we've actually done one of these because, we filmed that thing with Nikolai about a week and a half ago at this point, and then we haven't talked much, Grant.
I know. We had the off weekend, so we didn't have anything to recap. The Nikolai one, while it was good. It was awesome having him on, and that's the whole reason is to let him talk. And I was in pain during that time, so I was like, yeah, y'all, please just talk. So, you texted me earlier this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I forgot we got to find a time to do that. So that's good to be back and talk a little racing. I did have a little watch the Rockingham race, but I was like, I had a little hole in my weekend despite some college basketball. I was like, man, I miss watching the Cup guys go.
I'm surprised no Cup guys win at Rockingham, in all honesty.
I think they wanted to take I don't blame them. I think unless they're like a single young guy and like Hocevar maybe or something, like take Easter weekend off and just hang out with your family. I don't blame them at all. It's like your one-off weekend, just like you don't want to.
That's true.
I'm imagining those guys like pitching that to their wives. Home. They're pitching that to their wives, like, "Hey, so the off weekend that we have, actually, like that ain't gonna fly. Not happening."
But it's like you trying to convince McKenna to go to the 600.
She doesn't know what that really means. It'd be fine probably until we're about 400 laps in. She'd be like, we got 200 more to go. Like, yep.
This is longer than Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's warmer, so take your wins.
But I'm excited. We've got Bristol coming up this week, and Bristol is kind of a hit or miss track right now. But if we can get what we got here 2 springs ago at this point, then it might be an all-timer. So we'll see. The short track package has been really hit or miss as well so far this year, with really dependent on tire compounds. I've not actually seen what tire compounds they're bringing to Bristol, but who knows what is going to actually do, because these tires are so sensitive. Just a few temperature or degrees of air temperature make a huge difference for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the weather. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Let's see. Is it going to be hot? Because if it heats up, what time does the race start at? 6 or not 6?
2 or 3 o'clock? Yeah.
Bristol, Tennessee. Sunday, high of 80.
So not
hottest day. That's the hottest day. That track temperature is going to be well in the 100 somethings easily.
Yeah. It's a very pleasant day.
Yeah.
For this time of year.
It's the hottest day on that 10-day Apple forecast, that's for sure. So, of all days to have the hottest day, that's not a bad one. So, we'll learn a little bit in practice, I'm sure, but it'll be probably an extra 7-8 degrees warmer on race day, it looks like.
So, I'm interested. I say we don't need Spring Bristol. I know that that's a hot take, but let's go. I loved Dirt Bristol, and apparently people didn't show up for it, and people complained because they hate change. So I would prefer to watch Dirt Bristol over what I think we're probably going to get on Sunday. Or if not, take us up to a actual, purpose-built dirt track. Somewhere maybe we wait to go to the Northeast for a little bit, but
let's just run Kansas back-to-back weeks. Or is it Talladega then Kansas?
Kansas then Talladega.
Yeah. Let's just run Kansas back-to-back weeks.
I think it works. Kansas, you run it one way and then you run it the other.
You have to go backwards the other time. You got to go only right turns.
So
look at us changing NASCAR.
Oh, that's a question. I know this. Do you know the reason why the ovals are all left turns?
Because they didn't want to go clockwise.
Because the in America, our driver's side is on the left. And so if you hit the wall, you don't want to hit on the driver's side.
Huh.
So that's why.
I guess that's simple enough. I didn't know that.
We might be a bunch of rednecks, but we know something.
At least we're safe,
At least we're safe.
Huh. I did not know that. Learn something new every day. Wear your
But
Hans
we
device, kids.
but we've got some NASCAR news, so we've got a lot of cleanup to do. I'm gonna start with the news that came out early today. Alex Bowman, after being told he's not racing until after Bristol, he's back in the 48 car this week. Grant, your initial opinion.
Why?
Yeah, that's pretty much mine too.
I think that should be everyone's opinion. Why? I mean, we just talked about this right before we jumped on. If he's like borderline, like, yeah, we think he can race, why would you even risk it? Doesn't make any sense. You're already completely out of it. You're probably not even gonna be racing for that team next year. What is the point? I don't get it. But I mean, if he's good to go, then he's good to go. Maybe they just kind of undershot his evaluation, and maybe he's 100%. And then in that case, by all means. But
I
doesn't I
mean,
don't know.
Bristol is the world's fastest half mile. So, I mean, despite the short distance with the banking and everything, you can take a hard lick there.
Yeah,
But relatively slow. Relatively slow for the schedule. But I personally thought they weren't going to release him until after Dega.
I was about to say. I guess maybe they want to get 2 races under his belt before they get back into super speedway racing. That would probably be my guess, just to kind of get him reacclimated. But there's no way he hadn't been in the simulator. But
I
I don't know.
mean, but
It's
also,
not the
like,
same. But
I mean, he takes a lick at Kansas, it can knock him out too. I mean, Kansas
yeah,
is fast, and you could get turned in the tri-oval pretty easily.
you can get
So,
turned. Yeah, at that. But I mean, at that point, I mean, he can get turned anyway. He can get turned, like you said, at Bristol and be out of it. So I guess it's he must just be. They must have just undershot his recovery, and he must
they
be fine.
probably
'Cause they're-
didn't want to say he would be back and then have to delay again.
yeah. So
So,
I guess what are the odds you think he has to get out mid race?
I would say next to zero. I don't think they'd run him if they weren't completely sure.
Well, that is true. I just wonder, like, I've never had vertigo. I know you've dealt with it before. Like, is that like something that can, like, you can have a flare up after the fact, or is it when it's done, it's done?
My case lasted about, it didn't last all that long, and I had a very mild case of it. Um, I don't really, it did, once it stopped, it like, there were a few, like, I would say, like, aftershocks for
Yeah.
few days, but, like, it wasn't something that just kept on.
Then he's probably
And
fine.
luckily, I've never had anything since because that was my last year ever playing football.
Yeah.
I've never had anything that actually triggered it again.
Yeah.
Um,
Not even
so
blitzball.
shout out. We're gonna have to go to the lake and get a rematch this year.
You don't want the smoke.
I do not, but I don't have to swing. As
That's
long as
fair.
I'm one of the first 2 batters, I'm okay.
Just don't get hit in the head. I won't make any promises.
Yeah.
I've already started warming up my elbow.
Got to start working on new pitches and everything.
Yeah. I have so much time for that.
But yeah, I think Bowman, I don't understand why he's back this early. They're out of it anyways. I don't see a world he'd have to win legitimately. Let's just look at the standings. Because I
He'd
think
have to win like 4 times.
we are 7 races in. The regular season, so we have 19 more races in the regular season. So 19 to make up. Okay, so the cut line, Daniel Suarez is currently the cut line 167. So Bowman is sitting at 23 points.
He'd have to win like 4 times.
Yeah, I mean he's back of the cut line by 144 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 wins. Because stage wins, unless you sweep them, and fastest lap. And realistically, he needs to sweep the stages and win the race.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of like on top of other top 5s and stuff like that.
No, I mean, like, yeah, to like really start to chip into this, he's going to have to go on a run that we've not seen Alex Bowman go on.
Yep. He's done for.
If he makes it, that
Huh.
is one of the most.
I'll eat my words. Let's just
If
say
he
that.
makes it, that's one of the most incredible feats I have ever seen in my life. And if he makes it, he's winning the championship.
Yeah, he better. They might as
So,
well just give it to him.
um, so yeah. Other NASCAR news. Less. Oh, he disappeared for a sec. There he's
Sorry.
at.
Sorry.
Cleetus McFarland not given a waiver to race at Talladega for RCR in the O'Reilly series after, I mean, he spun out one time at Rockingham. He could have spun out multiple different times at Rockingham. I think that's the correct decision. I get that he brings a lot of eyes to NASCAR, but I also, the O'Reilly series is more serious than, I mean, even the trucks and definitely ARCA. Like, get some more seat time and then we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because I didn't watch any of it, so I didn't see anything that happened. I didn't know if this is like just an overreaction to all the people that were like, "Oh, he doesn't deserve a seat," and then NASCAR was kind of just like, playing that game. But sounds like it was not good. So
So, I mean, I think he, considering how long, I mean, he's just not made a lot of starts.
yeah,
He needs to go back in ARCA. He needs to run like 2 years in ARCA before even attempting to come back to the O'Reilly level. He's just outclassed right now.
yeah. So well, fair enough.
A bit of an older story, but definitely to for you. RFK, currently the 60 is a leased charter from Rick Ware Racing. Due to the lawsuit between Legacy and Rick Ware, that charter that is currently held by RFK through that lease agreement will be in the hands of Legacy Motor Club this time next season. So, Brad Keselowski said they will race 3 cars next year and have 3 charters. Where in the world is RFK going to go and get that third charter? And second off, who is Legacy going to get in that seat?
Is Legacy not just going to lease it? First
No,
off,
Legacy bought it outright.
did they buy it outright so they could keep building while leasing it, or are they going to put somebody in that
No,
seat?
they're running 3 full-time drivers next
Oh,
year.
I didn't know if they said that or not. Then I have no
So,
idea. They'll probably just get rid of the 17. Just scrap the 17 program.
just, yeah, your best driver statistically, just, you know what? He doesn't deserve a seat.
We're going all in on this. We're going all in on Brad Keselowski in the limelight of his career.
They're just going to pull a Corey Haim and be like, you know what? You don't need a charter.
Mr. Busher, you're now part-time. I don't know where they're going to get that third charter. I'm sure somebody will lease one if they can't buy one. You had a pretty compelling idea, though. I'm not going to steal your thunder.
Okay, so I'm just looking through who currently owns a full-time charter. So RCR has two. I mean, obviously, Penske has 3, Hendrick has 4, Joe Gibbs Racing has 4. Wood Brothers has the one, but that's so tied to Penske that you might as well include it to Penske. Then 2311 and Trackhouse are at 3. Spire is at 3. Legacy Motor Club will go up to 3. And then RFK sits with 2. Rick Ware Racing with 1. Hayek with 1. Not Legacy Motor Club, sorry. Haas Factory Team with 1. And Front Row Motorsports has 3.
I could see Haas like selling.
They're just not competitive. I don't see how that.
He's going to go focus on like O'Reilly, and focus on your F1 team.
Because you're not the only American team in F1 anymore. Just
Yeah,
go
you can't ride on the coattails of the American flag anymore. You got Cadillac to deal with.
So I think that would be best for everybody. I do think, well, they're Chevy now too. So Chevy might have a problem with losing an OEM or one of their cars. That's the only thing I could see.
It's not even a real Chevy team though. Like they're half Chevy. They just changed from Ford, and oh, by the way, they suck.
That's true. Rick Ware says they want to race next year, so they don't really want to sell that or the 51, but I
I
think
could
he'd be
see
better off not.
I
Or
could see him cashing out on like a evergreen charter number. Like someone sits there and offers him what, like $100 million?
I mean, is that the number?
I don't know.
It's probably like it is probably around 60 to 80 million dollars.
Well, they're all the first. I feel like first year premium, like all the
Yeah, I
hype
mean,
of the
be the
evergreen
first
charter.
one to
Someone's
sell,
to be the first one to sell. Someone's gonna. You'd be stupid not to ask a ludicrous number and just see what people do.
and just be like, "Well, you've got all three of these drivers, and you're not cutting
What do
with
you?
loose.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Fire Ryan Priest?
Yeah, you're not going to fire arguably Ford's best. I mean, prospect is crazy to call Priest, but best young driver.
How
Like
old
you're
is
not
he?
doing it. Priest is in his 30s. I do know that.
I was about to say he's a prospect and he's in his 30s.
He's
Like
35.
he's
Yeah,
old. He's older than Chris Buescher.
my goodness, he is. Yeah, he
Chris
is.
Buescher's 32
How in the world? Okay, that doesn't feel right at all.
or
Um,
33. Yeah, Buescher's in his like. Hang
early
on.
30s. Yeah. Well, it's
How
because
old is NASCAR driver Chris Buescher? Chris Butcher is 65 years old. I don't know who that is.
I gotcha. Chris Buescher is 33.
Yeah, 33. Yeah, he's younger than Priest.
Would not have known that. That's crazy.
Doesn't look
Um,
like it.
but yeah, I mean, they're not letting go of either of those guys because realistically, you've got them both for 10 years. Like they have 10 more years left to race if they want to race.
Yeah.
So you have your current lineup for at least 8, for what Brad said. You don't want to you need to find a charter. So I actually don't think it's going to be Haas. I think it's going to be front row.
Mm.
Because front row can stay in the sport still, and they can be like, well, I was the one who fought for these things, and I am not making money. Everyone knows it because
Let
I
me
had to
sell
tell
one of
them.
these bad boys.
So let me go and make my 80 million, and I'm not going to have Noah Gragson back next year, anyways.
Yeah.
Or I guess it could be Todd Gilliland, but Noah Gragson most likely. And you can have the 4 charter. Here you go for 80 mil.
Yeah. I'm sure
Um,
Brad has some investors lined up.
so you bet he better. I know Roush. I know Jack Roush is worth a lot, and you got the Fenway Sports Group there too. But
Yeah.
my thing was NASCAR has reserved the right that they have an undisclosed amount of charters, but everyone has assumed 2. It has to be 2 to 4, because 36 you could go up to 40 possibly, but you want to have the option to still have part-time cars. That if a new manufacturer came along, that NASCAR would just give them charters. And Dodge has expressed interest in coming in as soon as next year's Daytona 500. I don't think that's realistic, but if they really want to rush, they could turn Colleague as their like number 2 team. Really, just stab Colleague in the back. Just be like, yeah, cool. You jump ship.
I
You
don't want
really
to play
killed
with you
yourself.
anymore.
Yeah, and RFK could look at this opportunity, and they could gain a charter for free, basically. And they already are not the tier 1 partner for Ford. And Brad has a connection with Dodge. And maybe that's how they get that 3rd charter permanently. And then you could see they would have a teammate, probably in Colleague of something. But I would really be shocked if they did turn in like an RFK or a Trackhouse or one of those style of teams, that they would not take precedent over Colleague. They would
They
be
definitely
their
would.
tier 1 just because
Yeah.
I think they're ran better. But
Yeah.
food for thought.
That's probably the most fiscally responsible way. Not even responsible, just savvy way to do it. I mean, you gain an $80-70 million asset at no charge.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, you would suffer on the track for probably a few years, but
Yeah.
it would maybe be worth it, and you would get to be the team, Dodge
Yeah.
team. So by the time you built your notebook, you'd probably be better in the long run.
Yeah,
But
because it's all your own stuff.
so interesting, I think. It just food for thought.
I like that. I still agree with you though that I still think the Ram or the Dodge team just feels like Trackhouse.
Or I said, I think Dodge. Ooh,
It just feels like a very like
I don't think
new
Trackhouse is
age
heavy for very long. I'll say
like a
that.
new age. It just feels like a new age move. You know,
Like I said, I think Trackhouse is almost waiting for Honda to come in
that
because
would be
Honda
cool.
fits Trackhouse so well. But we'll see. And that's a silly season. I think we'll learn. Well, I think we'll know more by the second off week of the season because we're
Yeah,
still very early. And I mean, let's be honest, we might have more than half the garage in new rides next year. So
yeah.
moving on to what this video is titled, we are at Bristol, baby. And the Food City 400, 500. What do we got this weekend? 500 laps around beautiful concrete Bristol. And I've got it pulled up on fastlap.io, our best friend.
The goat.
Not sponsored, but please, maybe.
Yeah, not a sponsor could be.
Um, use it almost every day. You would be kind of surprised how much I use this, where I just go through and play around with it. But it really is a battle of titans this week. If we're looking just at average ranking, which is what the default sort is at Bristol, you have four guys above 100 in their ranking, and the lowest one of those four has 109.6. And Ryan Blaney is in fifth at 94.6. So, and only two guys in the 90s, actually. So, very top heavy field between these four. Would you like to take a guess at those four?
Larson,
Larson's one. So, he is point 0.1 better than,
Hamlin.
yes. It was about point, he's 2.5 better than,
It's between the killer bees for me.
which one?
It's Byron or Bell.
It's Bell.
Okay.
And then the
And then
fourth,
Byron?
no.
Briscoe?
Mm-mm.
SVG? Who?
Ty Gibbs.
Really?
This is a very popular. I was hanging out on Nikolai's thing Monday night.
Is this a popular pick? Not sleeper, but
Everyone
kinda.
picked Ty Gibbs.
That's how you
Nikolai
know he's
picked, I
not
thought it
winning.
was going to be a sleeper. That was my pick. I was going to pick Ty Gibbs, and then everybody picked Ty Gibbs.
I'll take the underdog. Give me Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, that was basically it. I think he said, "I'll take the underdog. Give me Kyle Larson."
Yeah, somehow he's less
So-
picked. That's crazy.
And if you go back the last several seasons here, the last 5 winners, all the next gen winners on Bristol Concrete. Kyle Larson has 2 wins. Denny Hamlin has 2 wins. Christopher Bell has 1 win. That's it.
Mm.
It is a very top heavy field, and something about those Toyotas are calling my name.
Uh-oh.
Hamlin, Bell, Gibbs 1, 2, 3, 4
Yep.
in rating. Briscoe is 8. So you have all 4 Gibbs guys in the top 8.
Where's the 2311 guys?
2311. Bubba is 12th. And you got to go down a little bit. Tyler Reddick is 21st here.
Oh, wow.
But it is because
So you have a DNF.
Yeah, he's led 7 laps here in the past,
Wow.
but just plus 2.8 in his passes. I'm trying to find. This is the one thing we don't actually have on this. There are no DNFs on this chart.
Can you tell on those little dots? Like, is there one that's way low? You know how they have the little dots?
Yeah, and
Is there one that's like way down? That would
yeah, his
probably be an
one that he
indicator
was down, he
DNF.
finished 30th. So he started 23rd, finished 30th. I think he just didn't have speed. In his last time out, though, in September here, he started 14th, finished 15th.
Not terrible.
But last April, started 27th, finished 18th. He just does not have very much speed here.
You can give him probably 4 extra positions just because of vibes.
Yeah, I mean, the way it's going this year, with how good Toyota is, how good 2311 is,
Yeah.
I guess you think about like a short track like this and you think Penske. But Penske is not very good at here outside of Ryan
flat.
Blaney.
It's not flat enough.
That is true. Shockingly good here. We talked about him earlier. Alex Bowman is the 6th highest rated driver.
Maybe that's why they brought him back. Get a
They're
little
like,
build
you
a
need
little
to win.
build a little confidence.
You
That's
gotta
not a
get
bad.
win
That's not a
here.
bad strat. Put him back at a track he's pretty good at. You know, kind of gas him up a little bit. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
he
what they're doing. I
finished
don't know.
37th here though last year,
Hmm.
so I think he wrecked
That's
out.
pretty. That's pretty bad.
Because he's got a. I mean, his average finish is 11.8,
With a 37th.
or excuse me, his is 14.2,
Ah,
but his average start is 11.8. So
nice.
Bristol can be hard to pass on depending on weather conditions and a number of factors. How long these green flag lap runs are going to go, but
Yeah. Where's Brad? I feel like he's pretty good here.
Brad is 7th.
Yeah,
So,
that's about right.
and he had a one where he finished 26th. So he just went off the holler, not really good here.
Yeah.
But he has started 6th here, started 17th, finished 3rd, start 16th, finish 16th, start 18th, finish 2nd last time
Wow.
here. So he does not necessarily have the qualifying speed, but he knows how to get around Bristol.
I was about to say if he qualifies in the mid-teens, don't have too much concern because it sounds like he can make his way to the front.
And right there, I mean, with him, Buescher is pretty good here as well. He's the 9th rated driver on the list. But like I said, after the top 4 and then definitely the top 6, there's a drop off.
It feels like it's just those top 4 to me, honestly.
I would love to go into some dark horses maybe, but I honestly don't think there's much of a shot this week. This feels
There's
like
always a chance, but
This feels like Hendrick versus Gibbs.
Yeah. No shot for
by
Penske at all.
extension,
You're not going to give any Blaney love. He's right there. He's 5th, isn't he?
He's 5th, but he's also he's 5th, but ranked in 5th behind Ty Gibbs. He has 15 points behind him.
Wow.
So, and expanding that, we can expand this beyond Bristol. Actually, I'm going to expand this to concrete tracks, and that is when you see still 2 of those names. Denny Hamlin is the king of concrete. He has 5 wins in the next gen era on concrete tracks, which is just Bristol and Dover and Nashville. Kyle Larson has 3 in that time, and then Ryan Blaney with 3. None of those at Bristol, though, just worth noting. Christopher Bell's kind of right there, too. It's not nearly as sharp of a drop-off. The biggest drop-off is actually between Hamlin and Larson, which is a whole 10-point gap in rating on concrete tracks. So,
it's the 11's race to lose, it sounds like.
It really is kind of his average starting position. If we're just going here, he's the 2nd best in the Cup Series on concrete in qualifying. His average starting position is 8.8.
Wow.
Only Byron is better, and it's about 7.7.
Where is Byron at? You hadn't mentioned his rating yet. At least on Bristol. We didn't talk about in Bristol, but where is he for concrete?
Concrete tracks. Let me pull it right back up because I was about to go to if we're
Derailed.
going, yeah. So he is sixth on all concrete tracks. He has 2 wins in the next gen era on concrete, 94.2. So six.
Pretty
He's
good.
right ahead of Ty Gibbs by about a 5 point margin.
Yeah.
Separate Gibbs and Byron. So 6 and 7 there.
Nice.
But like I said, he starts well. He runs significantly worse than if we just go pull up running order. Denny Hamlin, of course, it's those numbers. He has an average running position of 6.7.
Classic.
And then the next best running order is Ryan Blaney with a 9.7, then Kyle Larson 9.9.
Hmm.
So Hamlin on concrete is kind of whooping everybody.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Larson and Blaney kind of keep it close, but not really when you dig under the hood.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to pull up the odds real quick. Who do you want to look at?
I'm curious to know, is it a tie for I haven't looked at the odds yet. I'd be curious to know, is it Larson outright or is Hamlin tied for one?
It is Larson outright.
Wow. I'd honestly take Hamlin because that feels like a value.
Your best odds, and this is kind of interesting. I imagine hearing this at the beginning of the year. Kyle Larson 1, Hamlin 2, then a little bit of a drop off, not much. Well, it's actually the same amount of drop off as 130 points between Larson and Hamlin, the same between Hamlin and Blaney. Then 50 to Bell. Ty Gibbs getting the fifth best odds.
What's he at?
Plus 750.
Wow. What is Larson?
Larson's plus 340.
What is Hamlin?
Plus 470. They are really making it clear of like Hamlin and Larson are
the go-tos.
they're thinking it's going to be like the Rock and John Cena at Bristol, yeah. Which to be fair, yes,
it probably will be that. That might be cinema though.
I mean, Larson is going to get his taste of the field. He's going to lap the entire O'Reilly field
probably
on Saturday.
Yeah, because it's he should be at the trucks.
The truck series field is so stacked. My goodness,
I'm so excited for the trucks.
Corey Heim versus Kyle Busch in a truck is going to be.
Not to mention, who else is in there? Chastain, Hocevar,
Suarez.
Oh, man.
Briscoe.
Really? I didn't even know Briscoe's in there?
Yeah. Bell.
Oh, this is... What time is
Must watch television tomorrow night.
What time does that start? That is insanity. I have to watch that.
The Friday night feature is 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Come on now, prime time.
And just another news update. The Tennessee Army National Guard 250, mouthful, will serve as the final race of this year's Triple Truck Challenge. Corey Heim has won each of the last 2 races to collect 150 bonus from the trip. A win Friday at Bristol would award him $500,000.
Dude, he's freaking insane. He's probably gonna freaking do it too.
I mean,
this will be the most stacked field by far he's had to do it against. Like, with all due respect to Cayden, Honeycutt, and Lane Riggs.
I picked Lane Riggs to win this, by the way. So
this race, I'll never go against my boy.
I said it's because Busch and Heim and Busch were going to dominate, but then wreck in the final stint.
I'd never go against Marietta, Georgia's own Heim time.
But my goodness,
Kennesaw Mountain prospect
might be the truck race of the year.
Probably.
NASCAR Truck Night in America.
Wow, we're so back.
Bills?
We're so back.
I could see the neuron activation there in your eyes.
Yeah, that's got me fired up. Sorry, babe, we got plans tomorrow.
What are you going to do? Are we going to have to watch Top Gun Maverick again?
No, even better. We're gonna watch Top Gun Maverick on a half-mile oval.
But I think it's time to make our picks and dark horse picks for the Food City 500. I'll let you pull up the betting odds.
Which
So,
odds are you using? So we're using the same one.
FanDuel.
Okay. Food City 500 betting odds. So outside the top 10.
Yeah, we'll say outside the top 10 on this one just because otherwise.
Okay.
And then you immediately look which Hendrick and Gibbs drivers are not in the top 10.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm personally going to be rolling with Chad Fincham
Yeah.
making his first start of the season.
Man, who?
I just want to say though, if I am Cole Custer, Todd Gilliland, Ty Dillon, Noah Gragson, or Riley Herbst, or Cody, I didn't even want to look Cody Ware into him. Cody Ware as well. I am mad. They gave me the same odds as Chad Fincham to win this thing.
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
run this race
disrespected
every
by
week.
that.
I would be insulted. So
Zilich having better odds than SVG feels wrong.
did he win a race at Bristol last year here in the Xfinity?
I don't remember. I mean, he won like 80 races, so probably.
So I'm looking. No, I can't do it. I can't let these like siren song kind of drivers get to me, and I pick like the 25th ranked driver. Which, granted, I'm getting top 10s. I'm just not getting outright wins. So, screw it. We ball. I know who my dark horse is.
Let's hear it. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. I'll break the rules. Everything in the analytics. Oh wait, this is concrete. Let's go to Bristol. Let's go to the Bristol analytics. My dark horse, as dumb as it may be, the 21st ranked driver here, though he does have multiple, like, just bad races. So maybe it's the equipment, but in the September race here, 2 years ago, he started 33rd, finished 16th. Last year, though, in the September race, he started 24th and finished 3rd. I am going to roll with Zane Smith as my dark horse pick. I don't know. Imagine after we had that debate with Nikolai about who is going to win a race first, and we're like, well, it's Bristol, so probably Ty Gibbs, and Zane Smith beats him. I'm going to go with Zane Smith.
I would say. Just have to
I'm going with Zane Smith as my dark horse. Not my actual pick, but my dark horse. And if he wins, then
God,
wow.
Who is my dark horse? I hate that I always pick dark horses that are like 12th.
Yeah.
Because that's where Busher is every time.
I was going to say, we have a tendency to be like, RFK is good. Spire? Yeah. Nice.
We always tend to, because they're just I feel like they're undervalued every week.
That's true.
They just price him they price like Brad and Busher and Priest like 3 spots below where they should be, and they would not be in the top outside the top 10 if they were priced probably appropriately. But Busher's sitting here at 12th, and it's just
like what we were doing with 2311 before. I mean, everyone realized before
it got cool.
So,
part of me wants to just bet on the comeback kid. Go with Alex Bowman.
I expected Bowman to have worse odds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We should have got him like yesterday before it was announced he was racing.
Yeah, it'd been like a gazillion to 1.
That's 100,000.
I will take. Where are these odds again? You know what? Give me Michael McDowell.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just feels right.
Last race here, he started 25th, finished 17th. Started 13th, finished 30th in this race last year. So maybe
Oh,
don't do that. Started 18th, finished 11th. Started 7th, finished 11th. Started 4th, finished 6th in 2023.
I actually don't hate that pick.
That's actually not a terrible pick.
I'll take
So,
McDowell.
okay. So the vibes are there.
Yeah,
I did call him McDowell top 5, so I was not wrong.
I'll
I'm
roll with
remembering
that.
now. I'm remembering this. All of the flashbacks with my super oddly specific predictions for Nikolai.
Oh, from earlier this week.
Yeah. So yeah, I said I'm going to stick with my guns on. You can have McDowell, but I'm going to stick with my guns on my race winning prediction though.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna
That's
I'm gonna
top
take Ty
five's different.
Gibbs.
You're
Ty Gibbs
taking
to win
Ty
for
Gibbs to
sure.
win.
So my two dark
Um,
horses are rookies, or not rookies, but guys who have not won their first race yet,
your two dark horses?
or my two
Oh, I
picks.
was about to say. I'll take the underdog, Denny Hamlin. Since no one wants to pick him, I'll pick him. Dang it. Uh, yeah, I'll take him. He's led like a gajillion laps this year. Chevy's still figuring it out. Give me Hamlin to lead 397 of the 500 laps.
And then somehow, out of nowhere, Alex Bowman leads the last two.
And wins the race. You know who's winning this race? Corey Heim. I don't even care that he's not on the entry list. That's who's winning. But no, I'll take Denny Hamlin.
So yeah, I think if I was smart, I would take Hamlin or Larson. But I know
It's
everyone's
fun to
picking.
take somebody like Gibbs, though. Even though like it wouldn't be fun if I took Gibbs. I wouldn't have any fun doing that.
I think Gibbs is such a popular. Like everyone is like he's an underdog pick, and he's just not.
He feels like the classic 12-5 upset that everyone picks that then the 5 seed wins.
Yeah, exactly. So the odds that Zane Smith outruns Ty Gibbs this week.
The odds are slim, but they are never zero.
Ty Gibbs is going to crash into turn 1.
He's just going to get just right reared on the restart or on the green flag drop.
Brad finally gets his revenge.
Points at his pit crew through the wall or through his little net.
Gives the little tap. Just
You like that?
Oakland Raider, or sorry, Las Vegas Raider.
Yeah,
Is there a town that doesn't fit Kirk Cousins? We're off topic. Is there a town that fits Kirk Cousins less than Las Vegas?
I mean, Miami.
I mean, maybe Oakland, actually. If we're
Yeah,
going
probably
there.
Oakland.
Any city that the Raiders have ever played in.
Yeah, he doesn't really fit Oakland.
I mean, there's not many Coles in Vegas or Oakland.
Kirko. I don't know. Well, good for him. He got like $170 jillion. So
Again,
yeah,
he keeps getting away with it.
he got you, Tom Brady.
Like
He
Tyler
got you.
Reddick. Alrighty, I'll give you the same opportunity I gave Jonathan earlier today.
Not good.
If there's nothing else you want to talk about, Grant, why don't you close this out?
All right, man. It's been a while.
It has.
Like and subscribe, or I will find your address and knock on your door menacingly with a weapon.
He's
But
joking. He is very much joking.
totally kidding. But that's Cayden. I'm Grant, and this has been the Tri Oval Office.
See you next time.